I don't think the public, at least in the near present, will ever again question what nurses do. I think they know. It's become really clearly evident, and that's such a good thing. And the word that we keep repeatedly hearing is heroes, because that's the story that we're seeing around the world about nursing.
We who are the most trusted healthcare professional, we who in the year of the nurse, we who have Florence Nightingale in our blood, we who know how to be statisticians as well as compassionate caregivers. We are being relied upon, we are being viewed, we are being scrutinized more than ever before, and rightfully so.
One of the things that innovation literature has taught us is that crisis breeds innovation. And so while it's hard as we go through it, it disrupts all of the status quo, the assumptions, the regulations, the policies that have been in place for a long time and maybe haven't been changed in a while. And in order to get the care to the people that need it, we've had to change those policies very quickly. And that's a huge opportunity for leaders and innovators and nurses to think about better ways of doing things.
I think it's also important that we advocate for the voiceless. As nurses, nurse practitioners, many times we're advocating on behalf of patients, speaking up for what is right for them. And I think that should go across all lines, all professions. It's important to advocate for the voiceless, advocate for those who have needs.
So when I think about gratitude for what our nursing workforce is doing, what those on the front lines are doing, it really is, it's not just caring for people, but it's shining this light on the practice of nursing, on the profession of nursing.
The nurses and the healthcare heroes all over the globe, whether you're retired, at the bedside, in nursing school, or in the C-suite, my first feeling is one of celebration and gratitude for your many contributions.
It's not an accident that people look to nurses. Whether it's born into us or trained into us or it's from our experience, we just bring a whole host of skills in terms of flexibility, adaptability.
And as nurses, we have to listen to our patients. We have to be good listeners. So it's just like, listen to your patients more, watch your environment, and just be yourself as much as possible.
What's giving me hope is looking at things with fresh, new, and truthful eyes. I think that's the first way of seeing how we can change many things, whether it be making COVID treatments better or dealing with the racial injustice that happened in this country.
My inspiration comes from watching these first responders, nurses and doctors in particular, who cry with their patients while they're using their skills and expertise to keep them alive or help them achieve a peaceful death.
I have found other ways to be a nurse. I hope that you all are finding at this point in time that you are exploring new ways to use your nursing superpowers.
There's no time like the present for us to celebrate nurses as natural leaders in the clinical care setting, as well as collaborators with physician partners, with pharmacy partners, with physical therapy, respiratory therapy.
Nurses to the public are now seen as what we always have been, despite typical jabs or the discounts to the profound impact that we truly make on patients' lives. Yes, we are caregivers, and care is a core part of our profession, but we care because we're strong.
I must sadly share that during this crisis, I lost a family member. And it was very, very difficult for me to not be with them, especially as a nurse, raised by a nurse. That's what we're there for. And the one solace that I could find was that I knew that there were fabulous nurses there at my mother's bedside, taking care of her when I couldn't be with her and give her the care that I wanted to give her.
Nurses have always taken this work for granted, but now is the time for you to spend just a moment looking around, looking at your own practice and looking at the practice of your coworkers, and appreciate what you're doing that's making such a difference to patients and families and to each other. Focus on all the right that's going on in your profession right now. And as we always say, thank you. Thank you for what you're doing each and every day. You are indeed extraordinary, and now the entire world knows that.